You've probably heard it 100 times. Save $1,000 as your emergency fund. But what if I told you that advice might be setting you up for failure? The $1,000 emergency fund is one of the most popular personal finance tips out there. Yet for millions of people, it's dangerously outdated. Today, we're exposing the dangerous myth of the $1,000 emergency fund and why following this advice could be the worst financial decision you'll ever make. We'll break down why that number isn't enough, what you should really aim for, and how to build a better safety net, especially if you're living on an irregular income. Let's face it, life is expensive. Rent, groceries, car repairs, it all adds up fast. In 2025, a surprise medical bill or car breakdown can easily run into the thousands. The average emergency expense in the US is now over $1,400. That means a $1,000 fund leaves you nearly $1,000 short before you even begin. A major car repair, $2,500 to $4,000. Unexpected medical bills, the average ER visit costs $2,200. Home repairs after a storm, try $5,000 to $15,000. Suddenly, that $1,000 looks pretty inadequate, doesn't it? And if you're a freelancer or gig worker, like many of us, your income isn't consistent. That $1,000 won't stretch far if you go a month without work. So where did this $1,000 number even come from? Most credit the personal finance guru Dave Ramsey. He introduced it as Baby Step 1, a quick starter fund to cover small emergencies while you aggressively pay off debt. And for many people drowning in credit card bills, that step made sense, back in the early 2000s. But here's the problem. Times have changed. Prices have skyrocketed. In many cities, $1,000 doesn't even cover rent. What worked 20 years ago doesn't fit today's financial reality. It's not based on data, research, or actual emergency costs. It's a psychological trick designed to make emergency fund building feel achievable. It gives people a false sense of security and delays the real work of building a solid financial foundation. Even worse, some people stop saving after they hit that $1,000 mark, thinking they're safe. But safety needs to be relative to your lifestyle, responsibilities, and income volatility. Let me share what happened to Sarah, one of my clients. She followed the $1,000 rule religiously. When her transmission died, the repair cost $2,800. She had to put $1,800 on her credit card, the same debt she'd been trying to pay off. Not only did this set back her debt payoff by 8 months, but she also paid $400 in interest charges. This is the dirty secret they don't tell you. An inadequate emergency fund doesn't prevent debt, it creates more debt. Emergency strikes. Your $1,000 isn't enough. You use credit cards to cover the difference. Now you have even more debt to pay off. Your monthly payments increase. The psychological impact is devastating too. Financial stress from inadequate emergency funds leads to anxiety, relationship problems, and even health issues. So what's the real solution? Here's a smarter system you can use today. Step 1. Yes, start with $1,000 if that's all you can manage, but treat it as a milestone, not a destination. This covers 80% of common emergencies and gives you real protection. Step 2. Build toward a 1-month living expense fund, rent, food, utilities, minimum debt payments. This protects against job loss and major repairs. Step 3. Eventually grow that to 3 to 6 months of expenses, especially if you're self-employed. This provides true financial security. The real emergency fund isn't a fixed number, it's a dynamic one, tailored to your life. It's about covering your essential living expenses for a significant period. For most Americans, this ranges from $8,000 to $15,000. This isn't about being rich, it's about being resilient. And remember, you don't need to do it overnight. Set up automatic transfers. Even $50 a week adds up. The key is automation. Set up automatic transfers of $200 to $500 per month depending on your income. Treat it like a bill you have to pay, because it is. You're paying yourself for future peace of mind. People who build a proper emergency fund first pay off debt 40% faster than those who follow the $1,000 rule. Why? Because they don't keep adding new debt every time life happens. Imagine this. Your car breaks down, your child gets sick, or you face an unexpected job loss. Instead of panic and debt, you feel a sense of calm. You have the money to cover it without going into debt, without sacrificing your future goals. That's the power of a true emergency fund. It's not just about money, it's about freedom. The $1,000 emergency fund isn't bad advice, it's just not complete. It gives you false confidence while leaving you financially exposed. So if you've hit that first 1,000, awesome. Now keep going. Your future self will thank you. If this video opened your eyes to the truth about emergency funds, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Drop a comment below. How much do you think an emergency fund should be in 2025? How would a proper emergency fund have changed your situation? Remember, your financial security is too important to leave to chance. Build it right, build it strong, and build it now. See you in the next video.